Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's another pick a card. So I've got 3 groups here as per usual. I'm not even sure what the title is going to be, but whatever it is, apparently they're messages, guidance, whatever, that needs to be heard or seen at this time or even at a later date and time. As per usual, the messages are timeless, so if none of the piles resonate, feel free to go back and look on my previous videos, and you can always be drawn to more than one deck too. Okay, so I was fixing to light my candle earlier and then they wanted me to wait, so they're saying you guys take a deep breath in through the nose real quick and hold at the top for a moment. And then as we release, we're releasing all stress, anxiety, and anything else that would keep our mind cluttered right now into this flame. And now you can ask your guides or your higher self which number to choose. That's for those who have a hard time choosing a number as well, okay? So for group 1, I've got this essential oil called China Rain, or this little visual card, Magic Mirror. For group 2, I have Patchouli, or this little dude, Diablo. I guess he's a crow, okay. And group 3 is Unwind with Shere Khan. He's one particularly, he's kind of one of my favorites, honestly, Shere Khan. Essentially, I just like his name, really. And he's a tiger. The rest of him in that movie, not so much. Ooh, on that note, I need to light my incense. So somebody might need to be lighting their incense, or you're lighting your incense, or a cigarette or something I'm feeling here. Or needing a cigarette. There's been several collective messages to come out over the past few days, so I feel like they're going to probably come out again. But your guides will just keep sending you the message until you finally get it. Or, you avoid procrastination and do whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing right now. We'll be back with group 1. Alright, group 1, for those of you that chose the Magic Mirror or China Rain essential oil, some of you guys might be wanting to do scrying, or mirror magic is coming to mind because it says Magic Mirror. Also, there's like something about a mask here, and maybe your crown chakra as well. The lightning, I feel like maybe group 1 seems to get a lot of cards with lightning on them. Something is going to happen quickly. Either you overcome something really quickly, or there's an epiphany happening, an aha moment, or even a trigger that comes up and then it leaves you just as quickly as it came. Let's see, I think there's some sort of message on the back. This was just from a game in Walmart. I was really just drawn to the cards. It was just a little card game. Do not vote against the queen unless you're really sure of the player's alignment. So alignment, essentially group 1, I feel like things are coming into alignment for you, finally. Also, there's like, chakra alignment is coming to mind as well. Can we focus again, please? I do apologize for the focusing and unfocusing. As per usual, there's a lot of spirit here with us today, okay? My team, your team, their team, everyone's team. A bride in a cage. Smashing Pumpkins comes to mind. Despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage, or I'm ready to cage all these years, and I still don't know which the names are. But you know what? There's a bride in a cage here. There is a price tag on her dress. So maybe group 1, you guys are, you got cold feet. Maybe you're a runaway bride. Or maybe you're like literally a bride waiting to be uncaged, waiting for that moment, or that bended knee moment. But also I'm noticing in the background on here, There's a picture of Pluto, I think. So Pluto, the planet, or even the Disney Pluto, you know, the Pluto the dog, I think. He's a dog. Since we do have these Disney cards, that's funny how that, I didn't even. Number 21 or number 3. Okay, so I was drawn to get one of these cards, and it says virtuous behavior is necessary for a proper union. I think we know what that's entailing about. And on this note it says, dragon, beware of self-delusion. Dragons may be of significance to you or somebody in your life. And then also we've got dogs here again. That's kind of crazy that I pointed out the dog, and then the dog came out. So maybe getting a dog, maybe if you have dogs, paying more attention to their health concerns. There may be something that's underlying with your dog. Cats as well. Cats really tend to hide pain really well. That's why they make specific kitty litter that helps test the urine, because cats are very, very prone to kidney issues and such whatnot. So I think there's probably something that dogs are prone to as well. And the older age dogs, I feel like it's the older dog that needs attention here. Like, and we've got both of these start with D, DD, Dungeons and Dragons, coming to mind as well. You are never alone. Please remember that. Even if you feel like you're silly, and you feel like you might look crazy talking to yourself, your spirit team is always there, hearing you. They hear your thoughts too, but like they would like for you to step into that practice of communicating with them more clearly. I'm feeling that on a whole nother note here. We've got pin, so there might be a situation you're wanting to put a pin in, you know, just put that pin in it, boop. But it says new job or career. And then we've got the mule, so you might have been feeling like a pack mule here lately. There's also hot air balloons and such. I feel like there's a need to lighten your load, but this says someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Someone in your life is stubborn and unwilling to change. Maybe it's you. Oh, yeah, it's you, group 1, because it says beware of self-delusion. So maybe you, there's that word again. Change has come up quite a bit lately, the number 5 also, but when we say I am extremely stubborn and I don't like change, you're setting yourself up for it to be even harder to accept change. So turn that frown upside down, okay? Let go of it. Let go of that old thinking pattern. That's a thinking pattern right there. Got to work on your legacy, group 1. You got some work, hard work, and skill development to put into this one. So I had to pause it as a train was going by, and I looked over at checked my phone real quick, and the time was 7:57. So 7:57 and 7:47 is coming to mind, and 7:27. Let's see, I pulled some chakra cards too. So let's see what the chakra cards say for you, group 1. The root chakra. Saw that coming. Where are the chakras located? And oh my gosh, and we were talking about alignment here. So maybe doing some some research on the chakras and what they actually entail and what the history or whatnot is behind them, okay? This says, traditionally, there are 7 main chakras moving upwards. These are the root, the sacral, the solar, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown chakra. These are our main basic chakras, but we actually have chakras in our entire body and around us too in our auric fields. Let's see what this last one is. Third eye. Okay, so this is why you're needing to get grounded, because our third eye and our crown chakras, I mentioned crown chakra here, I'm surprised that didn't come out, but needing to get grounded when these things open, because for those of you who aren't in the know, this root chakra, which is in your boom boom essentially, connects you to Mother Earth. These upper chakras connect you to the spirit realms, or the other realms, or heaven, or whatever you want to call it. Spirit, source, God. Number 2, number 8, number 12, or number 3. And actually we've got mirroring numbers here too. 2, 1, 1, 2. Money, new job or career. Could be some either you or somebody you're dealing with. Maybe they're stubborn about the way they view money. Okay, that's a good idea. I'm gonna get a clarity card too. Be consistent. It's a good time to set things into motion. Be consistent with your money. Be consistent with your efforts. Be consistent with your budgeting and strategic planning. They want me to get another card from over here. Everyone has value. Everything has value. Everyone has value, but we don't put monetary value on those people, right? We don't, like, there's like a sense of unconditional thing here. Group 1, you are, there may be some things that you have detached yourself from. New job, career, and money. Okay, if you're venturing towards a new job or career, it's going to bring money in for you, okay? It is in your future. Abundance and prosperity is in your destiny, Group 1. But also, something detaching yourself. Maybe it's this situation over here, self-delusion. But you're going to be hitting the mark when it comes to that new job, career, or those ideas of doing more income-based side jobs, or whatever it is you're wanting to go towards. The arrow master. So you might be seeing arrows a lot, or this arrow symbol as well. Be decisive when it comes to certain situations, okay? And that's, if you're being undecisive right now, it's because your third eye is clouded. You need to clear it, along with your root chakra. It would benefit you greatly. Of course, you don't have to. But they're having me look at the bottom of the deck here, and we've got change. Change is essential in our growth. Change is essential for our soul, our physical vessel, the people around us. Some sort of masquerade that's being put here, and look, crown chakra, yeah. Number 15 or number 6. And okay, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Lord Shiva, transcendence, third eye right there, buddy. Snakes as well. Maybe you're seeing the snakes or tridents. Rise up. Honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. Steps are being given, and I think you might have been really resistant in the past. It's a lot of blue and purple and orange. Be consistent and be decisive, Group 1. I feel like you're starting to see the value in everyone. You're starting to really feel it and sense it in your heart chakra. You're really starting to open up and feel that compassion because it's being reciprocated for you. You were getting what you need. You were hearing what you need at this time. And as I say that, the ash on my incense fell. Things are falling into place for you, okay? There could have been dealings with a younger man previously in a relationship. This doesn't have to be love. It could have been, you know, friend, family, a work. So I flipped this card over, and as soon as I did, I heard karmic justice, truth, and balance. Spirit is really shining a light on you guys, Group 1, though. It's really, really shining. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. I want to listen to that song. Triangles, sandals, flowy pants, candles, black cats or kitty cats, furry chairs or furry rugs, wands, batons, staffs, canes, I'm ready for summer too. I'm just, I was drawn to look at this card. Also the bracelets, something with your left hand, maybe something prominent with your right hand. Situations in the balance that require careful handling. Situations are going to get balanced though. They just require careful handling, careful thought processes around. Okay, group 1? And this is all I have for you, loves. I hope it helps. I hope it resonated. Love and light. Hi, group 2. For those of you that picked Diablo or the patchouli scent. I feel like smelling that real quick. Patchouli and eucalyptus. I'm really holding it up to the camera to like let you smell it. Like, gosh, if that smell-o-vision, if that worked, right? So Diablo, crows may be of significance to you guys. You might like growing herbs or plants or something with nature outside. Trees, plants, small trees, bushes. These are thorny vines though. Diablo. Let's see what this says. Every night you spy on the alignment card of the player chosen by Maleficent, and choose whether or not to reveal the truth to them. So it's talking about alignment. I'm noticing the little spiral here. So spirals might be, it's hard to see, but it's a spiral. Spirals probably keep popping up on your path, or you resonate highly with those. Choose whether or not to reveal the truth to them. So you are really procrastinating, group 2, on speaking your truth. Maybe you're confused on what your truth is also. Let's see what cards we got here for you. My little crescent moon. That's another thing. My crescent moon necklace fell off a while ago, and then I was drawn to get this deck that I didn't incorporate into the read, but I was drawn to pull this one out, and it's got the moon phases on it. So maybe you're seeing the moon phases a lot. Symbols, or hearing about the moon phases. Excuse me. Alright, group 1. Perchance to dream, number 28 or number 10. He's got a crown on. I always have to read the book meaning on this because reasons. Let's see what this says. If I sleep long enough, when I wake up, the pain will have been gone. A crowned naked man is reclining, his eyes closed and his body dissolving in the wind. Another man holds him gently. Behind them, a circle of brass risen by thin silvery threads. All right, group 2, you are being healed while you sleep. And you are astrally projecting somewhere, and your soul, your physical body is being healed while you astral project into another dimension, is what I'm hearing. Snakes, you might be seeing snakes. Also Kundalini is coming to mind. If you're having a problem with restless leg syndrome at night when you're trying to sleep, it's your Kundalini trying to rise. And there's some extra energy. That root chakra, the sacral chakra, and the solar plexus really need to be cleared out also. Some of you guys might be fearing that if you fall asleep, you might wake up dead. I know that's not funny, but waking up dead, you know. I used to have the same kind of fear. I was very fearful of death. And it's because we're so fearful of death because we've died so many times previously. We've died and been rebirthed so many times. So with this new ascension and this new spiritual stuff that's going on in the freaking free world right now, the entire world, it's making things pop out a little more than usual. And you might have just developed this fear. I'm noticing there's hashtags on here as well, so you might be noticing the hashtag symbol, or back in the day we called it the pound symbol, right? Mystery. Number 24, number 6. Perchance to dream, perchance to leave things as a mystery. Stonehenge coming in here. Portal energy I'm feeling in this card too. They want me to get a clarity card for you, group 2. So it's not about winning. Keep accomplishments to yourself. Mystery. Keep things a mystery. Keep things under wraps. You're probably doing that already, group 2. You're really not voicing it out there, what you're doing. You're not being shady by any means. You don't have to tell everybody what you're up to or what you're doing or what you want to do. You don't have to tell anybody a damn thing. But I feel like you're keeping it from people for the wrong reasons, though, because you don't want to hear their opinion on it, or you don't want them to make you doubt yourself in situations, maybe. Or there could be a potential situation that you're not speaking on because you know this might be a scenario and this might be the trigger warning for somebody, okay? You know you're not supposed to be doing it. You know you shouldn't be going into that situation. You know you shouldn't be dealing with certain people, or, you know, whatever it is, obsessions, addictions, you know it, and you're keeping the lid on it. So that's your cue right now from your spirit team. Like, you know what you're doing is wrong. And this is the resistance they're talking about. This is the resistance that somebody here, group 2, instead of why, you're asking what. What is it? What is it? What am I to do now? What is it? What am I doing wrong? You need to go see your doctor. Something about your health. You're pushing yourself too far. You're putting stuff in your body that is not healthy. It's not natural either. You might want to keep an eye on your beats per minute, on your pulse. Maybe if you have one of those little wrist cuffs or high blood pressure cuffs, or somebody you know has one. Keep an eye on when we caffeinate highly too, that speeds up our heartbeat, our heart rate. And also when caffeine fuels our anxiety too, it's just making a clusterfuck for you, group 2. Do you like my little music notes? I think they're cute. Okay, now they want me to pull from this deck, so there's 3 cards here for you. Group 2, group 2, group 2. Let's try not to make these, yeah, something that's forbidden, and you damn well know it, group 2, number 18 or number 9. Something is forbidden. There's beauty. There's that rose. Maybe you guys keep seeing roses everywhere. I know I do. Roses keep popping up on my path. Number 40 or number 4. Something about thorns, though. Something might be a thorn in your side. You might feel like there's something wrong with your side. This could be a cord attached to a past life that needs to be cut also. And it might involve the situation that I was talking about that, you know, that needs addressing. Stop resisting it. Let the petals fall. Don't worry about it. Might have pricked your finger on a thorn. I don't know. Congratulations are in order. There is success in a situation, though. There is success. And you're full of beauty, group 2. I feel like maybe you guys are starting to see the beauty in things. Even seeing things with thorns are a thing of beauty, right? These vines, they're still a pretty green color. They still have a nice shape to the vine itself. The rose has the beautiful green leaves and the beautiful flower itself. Bret Michaels comes to mind. Every rose has its thorn. Invisible. So maybe you guys are feeling invisible. She's looking in a reflecting pool. But also you might feel like Like your ego self is blinding you to something. Yeah, your ego self is keeping you trapped. And look, this is a raven in a cage. And look at this. This guy's free, but he's still standing on a vine of thorns, right? Can we please focus here, please, guys? Thank you. Ask and you shall receive, right? And there could be a sense of feeling trapped in a love situation, but I feel like this is a trapped. Your ego is keeping you caged up and not wanting you. It's like your heart's desires are not what you are going towards. Your ego has caged up your heart's desires, and your ego is pointing you towards the forbidden fruit. The ego is leading you towards things that you shouldn't be going towards, okay? And initially, this is your cycle, and then chaos will ensue later on. Mental and emotional, okay? Not literal. Well, I mean, tornadoes have been popping up for a lot for me here lately, so I'm kind of geared up for this tornado season because we live in Tornado Alley, right? Another number 9 there, so maybe your life path number 9, High Priestess of Earth, so needing to get grounded. This month is going to be very significant for you. You might get a new tattoo as well. Maybe you're getting something touched up, or the moon phases. Obedience. It's going to take obedience and discipline in yourself. We've got the sword and we got the scales of justice here. There's justice. Holy cow. Hold on, group. Group 1 got this card. And look at that. So if you were drawn to group 1, I wouldn't be surprised. There's some Libra energy going on here too. Okay, we're going to move on to the next cards. Perchance to dream and love. Okay. What's going on the inside is not, it's not what's being reflected on the outside, okay? Keep that in mind with your divine counterparts, guys. Don't go under assumptions, because in the past you have read things seriously wrong. That's what your team is telling me right now, my loves. Lady Nada. Nada. Hey, look, there's that fucking rose again. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. Oh my gosh. And then we've got, you know, that balance card here, right? Give and receive in love. Maybe you're feeling invisible in the relationship. You have to be open. You have to communicate that to them. They don't know. Maybe they feel they're invisible by you because you are mirroring and you guys are reflecting off of each other. And then there's a vicious cycle that comes around every now and then you guys, like, you get tired of it, and then things just really clash. Maybe that's the chaos that has been ensuing or has ensued before. Someone's knocking snow off their boots. Ooh, patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue, group 2. Going more towards your authentic purpose, but you are the map maker of your destiny. You do have free will. You have the free will to keep making these choices towards these forbidden things, these forbidden obsessions or addictions or whatever it may be. You keep making that free will choice. And that's where we have to check that ego and learn to discipline it. And essentially our ego is our inner child. All immature and shit, right? It's essentially up to you to cage that and let your higher self take over. Get new inspiration. You have a life purpose here. You came back to Earth for a reason. You are a healer. As you heal yourself, you're going to help heal your family dynamics as well. Reach for the stars, group 2, because you deserve it. It's okay to keep reaching for the stars. But there are some aspects that need to be looked at. Trust your gut and have confidence. So that's that solar plexus coming out here. I was noticing it here too. She's got a yellow dress on and there's yellow curtains here. Heart chakra 2 with the heart, the red rose, and the green card. And look, there's a yellow heart right here. So you guys could essentially be having some look up symptoms of a closed heart chakra, and it might make a lot of sense to you on how your emotions are going right now, okay? especially if you're confused about why you feel certain ways. Of course, as per usual, it's not all yours. It's not all yours, group 2, but some of it is, and some of it's just being amplified. Let's see what the chakra cards are. Sacral chakra. I'm going to hold this up for you so you can, if you want to pause and read it. We carry negative energy from previous relationships, and that's stemming over from our past lives too. So inner child healing, that's where all our emotions are carried. The inner child is in the thing too. Looky there, balancing the solar plexus. It's the hub of digestion. Poor digestion is one of the first signs that this chakra is out of balance. The chakra reacts to anxiety and fear, which can in turn affect the body physically. This is why your spirit team's been telling you to have more confidence, because confidence is where we hold in our solar plexus, okay? Alignment is needed, okay? That's what you need to focus on. No more exterior things or outside influences, obsessions, or forbidden fruits. You need to focus on the inside, and the inside is your energy centers, right? And then strengthening the sacral chakra. That's an activity you could do. And also you could implement it with your solar too. All right, group 2. This is all I have for you guys. I hope it helps. I hope it resonated. Until next time, love and light. Hi there, group 3. For those of you that chose the Unwind essential oil or Shere Khan. I'm going to smell this. I haven't smelled this one yet, so. Oh. That's really perfumey. It reminds me of like the old school. I apologize if you can hear my honey talking in the background. He's on the phone on the other side of this wall. Reminds me of the old-timey spritz bottle perfumes, like something you would find in your grandma's attic or something. Shere Khan, you guys, group 3, sounds like I feel like you guys are earning your stripes. There might be situations that you feel like you need to bring your claws out on, take your earrings off, tie your hair back, but you're checking yourself, group 3. You're checking yourself. Okay. So I've been saying I'm looking forward to summer and spring, but the idea of like mowing and having to take care of the yard is not appealing. So maybe some of you guys are just, that's one essential reason why you don't look forward to the warmer days, is because of the lawn maintenance that has to be done. Let's see what this card says. You do not have a henchman. When you vote against a player, they receive a claw card, which will count as an extra vote against them in the following days. You do not have a henchman. This came out of a game, by the way. Henchman. So maybe you feel like, group 3, you were depicted as the villain in some scenarios, some cases. Maybe you were seeing yourself as the villain because you were very quick to bring those claws out previously. Very quick to jump to conclusions. Don't worry, because the way is open to you. It may be time to start something new. And you have a tendency to take things too seriously in some instances. And then this says, move right through fear, because the only way to get burned is to stop because you're scared. There's that fear needing to work through fear message again. Downcasting that pride. You might be too proud to say, I'm not scared. It doesn't scare me to think about doing that. But it does, because that's why you're not doing it yet. Heart chakra is coming to mind. Getting grounded, getting rooted. If you were drawn to group 2, I'm not surprised. We've got 20 or number 2. Also, they want me to read the book meaning on that as well, so let's get that out. Ooh, I'm gonna have to smoke and take a nap after this. Bending to adapt becomes an excuse for the habit of bending. Did you hear that little notification go off in the background right after I said I needed to take a nap? So maybe you guys, there's a need to rest when you feel tired. Don't keep moving. Lay down and rest. Even if it is just laying on your butt and watching TV or watching YouTube or whatever. Bending to adapt becomes an excuse for the habit of bending. You've been bending to adapt, and your ego is used to this and is scared shitless of this truth that needs to come out for you, group 3. Maybe you believe in fairies. Maybe you believe in elves and you've kept it to yourself. Maybe you believe in magical realms, dragons, and, you know, they are real. They are in other realms. They had to have come from somewhere, right? It wasn't full-on imagination for people. Okay. The eyes, dark with dried blood tears, look downwards. The face of a dark-skinned, beautiful elf, with gold laurels among her hair, is stern and motionless. The name Laurel or Laura is also coming to mind. Roots plunge into her body from a golden collar. The sky behind her is as gray as concrete. I almost feel like there's a sense of detachment between your physical body and your higher self. Like, the need to clear these chakras, third eye and crown chakra, throat chakra as well, solar plexus and root. To discern ego from imagination, from intuition, okay? Because our egos are really good at making stuff up, right? When our anxiety comes and we do worst case scenarios and then we wholeheartedly believe that that's what's going on by under assumptions. So when we feel the need, or we can feel ourselves jumping to something, maybe it's a step back to say, why? Ask yourself, why did I even say that? Why did I think that? Going dark. Okay, survival is a direct consequence of adaptation. What we call adaptation is not the result of a subtle but constantly constructive change of ourselves, but rather a mockery of it as we strip day by day of our dignity in order to avoid conflict with a world that would spread us apart. How can we endure this? Maybe through the power of responsibility or through a hidden core of identity. Oh, that's what it is right there. There's like a hidden core of identity, and you're having to break through those roots of fear, being open about who you really are. Something about past lives is coming to mind too. Sometimes we don't use the best part of us, but rather we draw from the ugliest. Ergo, your ego, right? We survive and bend our knees because we draw out from our laziness, fear, and disgust. We let our deepest roots go dry, replaced by what can only be called a surge of lack of self-esteem. We are deluded when we think that we are only sacrificing our pride. We cling to vanity, but we can't afford dignity. Isn't it sad? Honestly, the true delusion is our faith in fall and winter, while we discard spring and summer as fairy tales. The sky can change color too. As long as we sometimes look up, we can notice. This is on page 33 as well, so you might be seeing 333. Bending. Okay, so when we say, yeah, I have a lot of confidence, I've got a lot of pride in myself, but you're still having fear about being open about your thoughts, your belief systems, that sort of thing, then there's not a lot of confidence, because you're being fearful of judgment. And if we're fearful of judgment, then we're doubting ourselves, if that makes sense. Oh, okay, they want me to pull from this deck. Okay. Hope. Keep the hope. Don't lose it. Always have it. I would love to walk through a forest that was moonlit like that. Yearning to be outside and outdoors. High Priestess of Air. Number 6. Whoa, you are a High Priestess. Group 3. And High Priests. Complicated. It's complicated. Number 11. Maybe you're seeing 11 a lot too. They want me to pull another clarity card, so get down in here. Bad habits have become a way of life. Virtuous behavior is necessary for a proper union. Bad habits. So there's what needs to be broken, the cycle and the thinking pattern around something. I think you already know what it is, group 3, but it is essential at this time for your growth. And I'm not even talking about spiritual abilities. I mean your own soul growth on a personal level for mental and emotional stability. There will be success in this, okay? There is nothing for you to fear and being open about yourself either, and I think it's going to help. But I'm noticing the crescent moon here and the crescent moon here, they're both the same design with a teardrop coming down, and also the spiral there, okay? And there's a feather on her cheek, and the same design is here on the card too. So there's a symbol or something that keeps repeating for you. Bad habits have become a way of life. The time to focus. Set your intentions and hit that mark, okay? Don't let fear to overtake you. When that ego comes up, thank her for it. Whoa, I guess I was thirsty. I apologize if you could hear me slurping. But thank her for it. Thank you for the message, ego. I appreciate you, but you are not needed at this time. These colors are very earthy too here. Greens and browns. Maybe you've been always drawn away from greens and browns. They weren't really your color. I mean, in the color scheme of things, they were essentially, you know, always thought of as the ugly colors, right? But you might be really drawn to golds, greens, and browns here lately. Because there is a lot of brown. Mother Earth. You might receive flowers, compliments from an admirer. Receive compliments graciously. Just say thank you. That's all you have to do, even if they make you uncomfortable. Be open to receiving them, okay? Because people don't just compliment us just because they're like, oh yeah, I want them to feel shitty about themselves. That's not why we compliment people. I like to think that one little compliment, because for me personally, one little compliment for my week can hang with me for a couple of days, right? Just a few words. Maybe you're seeing bats as well, but it says take care because enemies are working against you. You might get a message about this. We're going to get some more clarity on that too, because movement forward in new directions. Nope. Resistance is stopping your progress. Resistance is stopping your progress. You're not going to move without change. You're not going to get anywhere without change. Spirit is trying to give you a helping hand, okay? They're trying to give you guidance and you're resisting it hard. And you guys are going to get to a point where it's not, situations are going to arise where if you think shit's complicated now, you just wait. I'm not saying they're, you know, it's all for a reason, right? Lessons to be learned and ideas to be had and that sort of thing. In turn, a wish will be granted. A wish towards finances that you've had for a little while. Okay, they want me to go back to the deck that I had originally because I drew these cards off camera. Yeah, you're putting yourself in this your own mental prison. This could be someone you're dealing with too, group 3. There's that more brown though. We've got 2 cards that have 39 here, so 39 might be, that breaks down to 12 and 3. Holy crap. I can't make this shit up. You were drawn to group 2. I'm not surprised if I haven't already said that. But also I'm being drawn to look at the wishbone lobster hand. It's like, I feel like you're going to learn some sort of like silly fun fact. Like anatomy fact, a science fact or something about lobsters or bones in the hand or bones in lobsters or a crustacean of some sort. I don't know. Maybe you're watching the Discovery Channel. Do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. You are going through a divine healing right now. Honor your sensitivity. Retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. As you heal yourself, you're helping heal your family dynamics. Again with group 2. Heart healing, definitely. All the green here, that's noticeable now. Placing your hands over your heart and just focusing on that center. Group 3, the compliments are going to make you feel really good. Validation of some sort. They want me to get another? Okay. Don't give up, Group 3. There is some urgency to communicate directly, and maybe that's where needing to communicate not essentially on your spiritual things and your beliefs, but communicate from a personal level. Miraculous aid and angelic help. Why aren't you calling in your goddamn angels, Group 3? Why aren't you calling in that spirit team? 34, number 7. What are you afraid of? Why won't you reach out and let them help you? Reach out to them. They're showing you the signs every day. Feathers, flowers, symbols, words, numbers. They're giving you messages every day. Time to shed old beliefs. Things need to change. Change, change, change. Time to shed old beliefs. What's going over here? Things need to change. Hold on a moment, please. Alright. I really can't wait for a home with my own studio, because my family members, they're just really easy to step over my fucking boundaries, knocking on my door all the time. Alright, Group 3. Things need to change. Where did I leave off? Angelic help. Reaching out. Okay, you're putting yourself through this mental or emotional hell. Your pride is getting in the way. You're denying that it's even putting you in any type of way. But it is. Okay, your ego is making you blind to it, because that's what's trying to override you at this time. Your higher self wants to take the reins. Your spirit team wants to help you out. But they need you to ask, because we have free will. They need you to say, I need your help, guys. I need your help in this situation. Redo, redo, redo. You're going to keep, this cycle is going to keep coming around until you learn from it. Until you learn from that mistake. And we can't be afraid of making a mistake, because that's just part of life. That's where taking the chances and having risk comes involved, right? Taking that leap of faith. You might belong with the Knight, Group 3. We've got House of Knight and Belonging, 41 or number 5. A sense of belonging. Right now, for this time being, there's that sigil again, or whatever it is. For the time being, you belong here on Earth. This is where you belong. You are right where you're supposed to be. Even if you're in the middle of a move to jobs or a new home or state or whatever, you're where you're supposed to be. Seahorse, family matters. Attending to family matters. They want me to get another clarity card. There is reason for hope on the family matters, okay? Keep hope alive, Group 3. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. News is on the way. And hard work is ahead for making and laying that solid foundation. There's hard work ahead. The time to unwind, though, needing to rest and relax. Hope. Hope. Group 3, we ran a little over. Okay, a lot over, but that's okay. It was needed. I hope it helps. I hope it resonated. Nope, they say, wait. We've got, the fire within me burns through all fears and blocks. There we go, Group 3. There's you a mantra. Solar plexus. Say it. The root chakra. always needing to get grounded, and the root chakra again. Safety, security, physicality, and basic human needs. Its color is rich vermilion red, and its element is earth. And we had a lot of earth going on here. Always, always getting grounded, you guys. But also our root and our sacral will help with libido too. There's something there that needs to be cleared regarding sexuality, sex, how relationships or love is viewed as well. Yeah, it'll help clear the mentality too. You guys, stop procrastinating. Step out of that fear. Step into your power. Let go of the ego. Make sure you are discerning ego from imagination to intuition. Things need to change. Be open to change. Keep hope. Keep faith, okay? It's all going to be all right. This too shall pass. It's okay to have practicality, but not too much, okay? Alright, guys. If you haven't already, please hit like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe. I said scribe, I think, though, so maybe scribing, writing, would be beneficial to you. Writing in a journal about your thoughts, feelings, fears, why you fear some of the things that you fear. It's easier to put it down on paper. Love and light.